Launched in late 1981, built by Acorn Computers, the BBC Micro, or as it was affectionately known as the Beeb, taught a generation how to create computer code. One of those was Conrad Wolfram. Based in Oxford, he runs Wolfram Research, which creates the underlying programs for many of the applications on our phones.
I think it was important because it said you can do this, it's available, it's affordable, it's there, and it was sort of accessible to be used. So I think it was important at the time. There were other things at the same time. My school actually had an Apple II, but at the time the BBC Micro was what we had at home. It had the nice funky orange keys on the top, and it felt much more with it.
Conrad Wolfram runs Research, which has created Alpha software. This is a search engine that uses its vast store of expert-level knowledge to answer questions, do analysis and generate reports. Wolfram has turned his attention to how we teach maths in schools and thinks the current approach is flawed.
So at the moment what's happening is completely backwards. People are getting some abstract maths, a quadratic equation they often have to solve. If they're very lucky, they might discover later why they're doing it. And so that switches a lot of people off, and also they can't see how to apply it later in life. When was the last time anybody watching this applied a quadratic equation in their real lives, except for helping their kids at school?
In September, the BBC will give every child in Year 7 a small computer called the BBC Microbit. This is similar to one currently on sale called the Raspberry Pi.
So coding's crucial because it's the way you learn how to communicate any of the STEM, so-called science, technology, engineering and maths ideas. Very much connected with applying real mathematics, data analysis, coding to actual things you've got in your bedroom.
15-year-old Will Paulson from Bournemouth is the kind of person that the BBC Microbit is hoping to inspire. He's been learning coding since the age of 10. While on work experience at an app design studio in Poole, he's just created a multiplayer virtual reality game.
It's important to learn the code because if you just sort of rely on programs that do it for you all the time, then eventually it's going to move on and people are just going to forget how the programs are sort of like originally made.
The hope is that the Raspberry Pi and BBC Microbit will encourage many more young people. Alistair Fee, BBC South Today.